Okay, so there's just some things I want to show you real quick. I actually got, finally, all my tomato starts out of the little peat moss pellets and put them in containers today. So that's all done. All my tomato starts. And I've shown you my peppers before. They've been out here for a while now. No flowers so far as, oh wait, no. I got one flower right there. I don't know if you can see it. Down in there I got one little pepper flower finally. And then in between here, I've got them blocked in here between the winds. But those are the second, because I double sow. So I had a whole bunch of extras and I didn't want to have double plants of everything. So I put them in the little containers and I'm going to give them to friends of mine. Because again, when I sow my tomatoes or sow any of my plants, I usually sow 2 seeds at a time. So if one doesn't germinate, hopefully the second will germinate. So I have those extras that I put in the little cups, out in my little soil mix. And now I can give starts to friends of mine. And then over here are the rest of them. Again, all my tomato starts I finally got in. When I decided to plant all these tomatoes this year, whoops, almost fell. I wanted to do it cheaply, so I went to the local Tractor Supply and bought a bunch of food quality plastic buckets. So I got those planted. I also got some chamomile planted. I love herbal teas. Chamomile is very soothing, so I love to have chamomile tea a lot of times before I go to bed. So I got my chamomile planted in my large container finally here on the edge of the patio. And then I also got all these little lemon tree starts, which hopefully they make it. I'm hoping, but we'll see. Sometimes they look good and sometimes they don't, because it's really hot here, but there's not a lot of humidity. So tomatoes, peppers, extra little starts there in the middle, more tomatoes, my chamomile. And then when I go to turn around here, my raised beds, my first raised bed here is my squash bed. I've got zucchini, Mexican squash, and yellow squash. All summer squashes in here. Now, right up close next to the overhead trellis though, I sowed some noodle beans and some green beans. So these little guys, there's one little guy right there, I don't know if you can see it, and then these little guys here that are coming up in between the edges here of the squashes and zucchinis. They are noodle beans and green beans. There's one, hopefully you can see that one. Noodle beans and green beans. Another one, noodle beans and green beans. So I'm hoping that they will be able to go up and above and go up and on top over this arch trellis right here. So that's the first raised bed. Zucchini, squashes, yellow squashes, Mexican squashes, noodle beans, and green beans. And then over in here, I got the couple of eggplant that I showed you already, Ichiban eggplant. But up close to, again, the arch trellis, I have cucumbers that I'm hoping will kick off and be able to grow up and over the other side of the arch trellis. And then I have this little guy that I stuck in here, this little piece of cattle panel, to where I just put peas right here along it. I'm hoping these little sugar snap peas will take and make use of this little cattle panel and be able to get a hold of it and go over the top. So I shall keep you posted, but I wanted to update you on the progress of the 2 raised beds. And of course, I have my marigolds and zinnias in here, and then I have sunflowers at each end of the raised beds. So 1, to bring in the pollinators, and 2, to keep away the bad guys. So hopefully that works. So I'll keep you posted. So that is my update on my patio plantings and my 2 raised beds. Still got to get the insulator up and around here though. But I'll keep you posted. I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. And raise your heart and hands and head towards the sunflower. Towards the sun. Again, raise your heart, head, and hands towards the sun, just like a sunflower, because I love my sunflowers. Thank you. Have an awesome day.